Happy Monday. We only got one game, but let's talk Knicks and Raptors. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we're back to talk just a little bit of NBA basketball. That's right, we got one game, and the weekend just wasn't kind to us. Luckily, we had a lot of half units, but we'll go over the entire weekend recap in just a bit. Some really frustrating losses, couple on the hook, just one of those weekends, but we'll bounce back. Hopefully, we got a weird week this week in the NBA. Again, one game on Monday and only a couple Tuesday and so on with NBA Cup quarterfinals and all that. So anyways, quick reminder, NFL Monday Night Football Best Bets video is out now. Go check it out, and I like it, actually. We have 3 best bets to give out, even though it is the Bengals and Cowboys, not the greatest game, but there is some bets that I like. So check that one out when you get a chance, but let's get right into it, and that means it's dad joke time. So here we go. In my career as a lumberjack, I've cut exactly 2,325 trees. Every time I chop one down, I keep a log. Yeah, that's what you get for one game slate. In this video, we're going to recap the weekend, even though I don't want to because it's not pretty. And then we're going to preview the Knicks and Raptors. I have no best bets, but I have 3 leans that we're going to talk through. Hopefully, we can find some winners. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below. It continues to help this channel grow. I appreciate all of it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Come join this awesome community. The Discord link is below. Everything's completely free. Come join and talk sports every single day. But let's get into it. And that means it's recap time. All right, a lot of red X's this weekend, unfortunately, but let's go through this real quick. Magic minus 2.5 did not get the job done. The Sixers won. It was just an ugly game. Derek White over 26.5 PRAs. You guys may already know what we posted on Twitter and everything. He went 0 for 8 from three-point range. It was his worst shooting day of his entire career, I think, of course, on the day we go over. But Malik Monk did get the job done. He is a machine right now. And then Sexton, 13-plus points. Jalen Johnson, 16-plus points. This is like Brock Bowers on Sunday. I don't know what happened. Jalen Johnson had eight or 9 shots, I think, after the first half, and I think he ended with the same amount of shots. He may have taken 1 field goal in the entire second half and overtime. Just didn't shoot at all. It was bizarre, so we lose that one. Sexton did get the job done. Micic under 12.5 points. He scored 12 points in a normal setting of a game, but he also had a technical foul free throw, and we got hooked, unfortunately. Devin Booker under 28.5 points, never a doubt. Easy winner. Jalen Brunson under 7.5 assists. Well, he had 2 at halftime. And then he had 6 or 7, I think, with 4 or 5 minutes left, and he goes absolutely bonkers. He plays 26 minutes in 3 games in a row. In that game, he played 44 minutes. Tibbs said, "You're not coming out in the second half." He went from 6 or 7 dimes to 10 in the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game. It was insane. It wasn't even that close of a game either, but that's a Knicks prop for you. And then Sunday, today, Steph Curry under 4.5 threes. Guess how many he hit? 5, of course. Guess what one of them was? Almost a half-court buzzer beater at the end of the third quarter. You can't make this up this weekend, guys. Luckily, it's only half-unit plays. And then the Magic. I just got to stop betting the Magic because we got 2 losses on them this weekend. I thought the Suns could hold the Magic under 106.5 with no Franz Wagner, no Paolo Banchero, just nobody. And it didn't matter. The Magic win outright, and they score like 115 or something. It's just insane. I guess that's the NBA world we live in, where you can still score 120 with not really that many great offensive players. But under tracker, we took a little bit of a hit on the under player props. We are still now 29-15 on the year. There's the breakdown of all the bets: 91-73, up 9.13 units on the season. So let's have a good week, even though there's limited games in the NBA. And now, before we get to the Knicks and Raptors, let's talk the point guard position. All right, we start with the defenses giving up the most points to the point guard position. Hawks, Nets, Bucks, Wizards, and Bulls are the 5 teams giving up the most. Hawks giving up 27 points. That has not been pretty. And then over there on the right side of the point guards, scoring the most. SGA 29-8, not too shabby. LaMelo Ball's actually number 1, but he's out for a while, so I didn't include him. But how about that? We have one game today, but we have a matchup: Raptors against Jalen Brunson, both right around that 25 points per game mark. So hopefully you can get some winners. Even if it's not today, it's throughout the rest of the week. That's the points. Let's go check out the rebounds now. No matchups here, but Bulls giving up the most, 7 rebounds per game. And then you got Luka over there, Cade Cunningham, Harden, DeJounte Murray, obviously limited time, and Josh Giddey is the 5 point guards, over 6 rebounds per game. But take a screenshot. Hopefully this can help you get some winners too this week. And then the last one, we have the Knicks and we have Jalen Brunson. That's right. So the Knicks are giving up the 8th most assists to the point guard position. And then Jalen Brunson, obviously, over there is playing. But as you're going to see, that's not a great matchup for him when it comes to assists. But anyways, there's the Bulls right up there again, giving up 10.3 assists to the point guard position. Pelicans, those two teams have probably been up there the entire season. But Trae Young averaging a ridiculous 12.2 assists per game. So that's all the over matchups. Now let's look at the toughest point guard matchups in the league. Points per game, Kings, Sixers, Lakers, Mavericks. You can see it all right there. Kings have been up there for quite a bit. And then fewest rebounds, Nuggets, Cavs, Celtics, Kings. And then you got the Knicks and Raptors obviously in there. Knicks are over there in the points per game. And then this is what I was talking about, Jalen Brunson. Fewest assists to point guards. How about the Toronto Raptors, the team that is playing today? 6.7 assists to the point guard position. If you have any guts at all and want to take an under on a Jalen Brunson assist prop, go for it. I have lost two this season, and they've all been in the last 4 or 5 minutes when he goes crazy with assists. But anyways, that's the points, rebounds, and assists with the point guard position. And now let's talk the one lonely game. All right, the one and only game takes us out to Toronto, Canada, where the Raptors are hosting the New York Knickerbockers. Knicks -6. Total in this one is 230.5. We're going to break it down because, well, we got nothing else to talk about, so let's do it. So, preview for this one. It's not an NBA Cup game, just a random one-game slate. But those NBA Cup games are coming starting Tuesday. Injuries. Cat is questionable, so it makes this game even harder to bet. He has a knee injury. He sat out on Saturday. So that's something you're going to want to keep in mind. Obviously, if you're looking at Knicks props, Cameron Payne also questionable, guard off the bench with an elbow. Against the spread numbers, Knicks 5-7 ATS on the road this season, 8-4 to the over on the road, 6-4 ATS as a road favorite. Now Raptors, they're actually a solid 9-3 ATS at home this season. We've talked about it. They are a good home team. 9-3 ATS is a home underdog, which means they've been every time they're at home, they're also an underdog. 8-4 to the over at home this season as well. So no head-to-head matchups yet this season. Let's get right into it. I got 3 leans. That means I have not made an official bet yet, but I didn't want to give you nothing. But there are 3 things that I actually do like, so I want to kind of talk through it with you guys. Maybe one of them connects, maybe not. We'll see. But the first one is just on the spread. Raptors +6. Like I mentioned, 9-3 against the spread this season, and as a home underdog. Also, Toronto is 4-4 straight up at home this season with Scotty doesn't know. That's right, Scotty Barnes. Oh, I miss that guy. Anyways, their only losses were against really good teams. How about the Thunder, the Mavericks, the Nuggets, and the Cavaliers? Those were their 4 losses. With Cat possibly out, this is not a great Knicks team, in my opinion. Their rebounding will take a big dip without Cat, in my opinion, and it's going to all be on Brunson and these guys to carry the load without him, and that's going to be tough, in my opinion. So we saw last game. Knicks lost to the Pistons 120-111 when they did not have Karl Anthony Towns. Pistons out-rebounded them by 12, including 9 offensive rebounds. This Knicks team, if you don't know already, this is not the same Knicks team defensively as what we saw last year. So I like my chances here. I think the Raptors can keep this one close. If Cat's out, I wouldn't mind a money line sprinkle. You're going to probably see this spread go down if Cat is ruled out. But my first lean is just that Raptors +6. And the second one, it's a little same game parlay. And again, no player props are out, no odds are out. So I'm just kind of winging this right here. But how about Scotty doesn't know for 15+ points and 6 or 7 assists? So that would be together. So Scotty, 15+ points in the 9 games since his return. He's had 15+ points in 8 of 9 games, averaging 21.7 points per game last 10, taking 17.5 shots per game last 10. If you want to maybe do 18+ points, because the odds aren't good. Again, I can't see the odds, so I don't mind 18+ points either. And then Scotty Barnes, 6 or 7+ assists. He has 7 or more dimes in 8 of 9 games since his return. His 6 dimes are probably not going to be good odds, so I'd probably stick with the 7 or more. As a parlay piece with the 15 or 18+ points, but he's averaging a ridiculous 16.4 potential assists per game in the last 10. Just had 26 potential dimes last game, turned that into 14 assists. Knicks allow the 8th most assists to point guards, as we just saw. I expect a lot of potentials in this game. The Knicks tend to leave a lot of shooters open on the 3-point line. He's going to have some kickouts for some hopefully easy ones if his teammates can knock it down. But that's my second lean. Scotty, 15 or 18+ points with the 6 or 7+ assists, kind of put it together. And then Mikal Bridges under 16.5 points is my third lean. This is just a play on how awful he's been on the road. Honestly, he really has not been pretty. He's averaging only 13.33 points per game on the road and over 18 points per game at home. He is shooting 29% from deep on the road, 41% overall on the road. He is under this line now in 10 of 12 road games. Raptors top 10 team defending the perimeter and 3-point percentage and all that. It's worth a look here. Again, it's not something I bet yet, but Mikal Bridges under 16.5 points when he's done it in 10 of 12 games on the road. It's just something to look at. Obviously, he might take a few more shots, but in the last game without Cat, he didn't exactly take a ton more shots. There's still a lot of guys, a lot of mouths to feed on this team. So those are my three leans. No official best bets. Hopefully, this helps you out a little bit. And no bets recap because, again, no best bets officially. But thank you guys for watching as always. If you guys haven't hit that like button, I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't checked out that Monday Night Football Best Bets video, go check that out as well. So hope everyone has a great Monday, and we'll talk to you soon.